What's up, guys? It is John Muscarello from Side Hustle Experiment. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am a six-figure e-commerce seller. I sell mainly on Amazon and eBay, mostly used books and media, and I'm also getting into online arbitrage for Amazon. And on this channel, we talk about everything reselling on Amazon and eBay and how you can make extra money. So that's something you're into. Please subscribe to the channel and please like the video. It means a ton to me and really helps the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to cover exactly what sold on eBay in October. I've seen people do this video before, so I kind of wanted to try it. I know a ton of people ask me, how do you find items? Like, what are you putting aside? So I go through what we sold, all the numbers, how much we sold on eBay for the month, what is actually deposited into my bank account after all selling fees, all the items we sold about 70 things. So I actually go through pretty much every item. It's a little bit of a longer video, but definitely you could see 72 books to be on the lookout for that sold for good money. I think 19 or is either 18 or 19 of them sold for $100 plus. That includes shipping as well. And yeah, I just kind of break down or try to do my best to break down why we put that book aside, and kind of the thought process behind it. And on some of the books, I definitely break down like how we took pictures of them, try to give you an all-out kind of how I think about putting books aside for eBay and what we list. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, what's up? Here we go. So, here's a report from October. These are my sales. So, you can easily find this as well. You just go to performance in your eBay and then hit sales. So, in October, we did. Again, this is 2 days early. It's October 30th today. If I don't do this today, I'm not going to do it early next week. So I figured I'd do the video now. So we did $5,700 approximately in sales. I don't know. It might get to six by the end of the month, but we'll see. You can see there are taxes and selling costs. So after this number, I get in my bank $3,969.24. I sold 72 items. The average price per item, $79.77, which is great. So that's kind of that. Buyer insights. This just shows how many total buyers. There were 72. There was no repeat buyers, which isn't unlikely. And then this is pretty much all sales broken down by the day of the month. So you could see like some days are definitely much bigger than others. There's some like $42 days in there. There's some days where I didn't sell anything. I think there were 3 days this month where it sucks. But I mean, it is what it is. Some days you'll see here there was nothing. Here there was nothing, and then there was like a pretty decent sales day here, like $200. Best sales day looks like it was $517. One thing I do want to point out, I do take a lot of offers. So you'll see if you click into this offers tab here, only 40% of the items I sold were paid full price. I always price items higher than I think they'll sell for this exact reason. So I know when I'm listing something in my head, I'm like, all right, this should be the price. Let's say it should be $64. Just like I'm gonna put $74.95, and I'll make someone an offer for $64.95. That's usually how I do it. Just because if I want $64, you know, I don't know if someone will necessarily pay that, but if I had to make them an offer now, it's $54. It's just easier. So you can see best offers that I initiated. So that means I made the person an offer, accounted for 22.9% of sales, about 1,300 bucks. And people who made me offers accounted for 37.9% and about $2,000 in sales. So that's that. And then there was $1,400 in selling costs, which we kind of already went over above. There's 800 eBay fees and 621.39 in shipping labels, and I always have the buyer pay shipping, so I usually don't have to pay that. All right, so now I'm going to kind of go into everything that's sold. I do have some windows open up here, mainly because I didn't want to show the buyer's name, so I kind of just like set them up. So yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see, I like to only sell items that. So this total sales number does include shipping, and also for some reason when I clicked on this and brought open the window, some of the prices don't match up. I think some of them I might have took. That means I took offers on them. I'm not really sure, but these are the true numbers plus shipping. I do not like to sell anything that is under $30 plus shipping. Obviously, here you could see that some items did sell for under that, but it's mostly things I took offers on just to like move it along. I wasn't getting the price I wanted to. So let's go through this. So there are 5 black hardcover books. These are like almost antiquish. It was for decoration. For me, this was a total experiment. It didn't go very well. It took like 5 months to sell, so I won't be doing that again. There's this Hallmark DVD for Christmas that was listed more. These illustrated Bibles, I think, were probably closer to like $44 listed. There's a lot of Disney Golden books. I wanted to do this as a test to see how fast it would sell. I think it ended up taking close to 30, 45 days, which is way too long. Still not bad. I mean, to get 29 to make $18 off of it, but way too much work to lot up. We got some Babysitter Club books, 29. I do not know why I took that low on that, but whatever. Uh, Bristleface. This, I don't know why we put that aside. This Jimmy Swaggerty study Bible. Study Bibles are always good to put aside. I think this one was originally listed at like 44. I took an offer for 34, and then there's plus the shipping. Let's see what else. This this is from a series. This is from Warhammer books. We got a huge lot of these, and this was just one single book that sold plus shipping for $40. Charlie Brown Encyclopedia. That's always a good one. Not great comps for 15 books, but again, this I took an offer on that. What else we got here? Don Goldsmith paperback books. I've never heard of this guy. There was just a bunch in a Gaylord, so we listed it. Again, these are more of the Warhammer books. 3 of these books. These get really good money. These are like really small paperback books. Um, bu- 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 this one was a signed first edition book. You would think this would go for a lot more money since it was leather, it was signed, but this was kind of the going rate. I think I had it listed at 44 and then took an offer at 34 and then plus shipping. The Titanic, first edition, second print. I always look for almost books that, it's the Titanic, something everyone's somewhat interested in. It's a popular movie, it's a popular story. So anytime you can get like a first edition, it's always worth looking up if it's like a popular, trendy kind of thing. Again, here's another study Bible. For $49, you make $33 on it after fees, which is good. I mean, yeah, it's not like a banger sale, but I mean, those $30 add up pretty quick. Um, Here's a cookbook. Anytime you see these Mennonite cookbooks, definitely look them up. The World of Mathematics. I have sold this set before. I don't know what the deal with it is, but it's a quick seller. It sells for that's 50, probably 44 bucks plus shipping. Here's a lot of Star Wars books that of 5 that we sold as well. So that's kind of those sales there. Let's jump to the next page. All right. So we got the Gospel according to Matthew. I've sold this set maybe 3 or 4 different times. Um, any religious stuff that is in sets is always worth listing or looking up. Isaac Asimov. I don't know exactly how to say it, but he's a very popular writer, mostly science fiction. And it was leather bound hardcover, so that's why we put that aside. Um, Antique New Index Family Atlas. So this was from 1884, and it has maps inside of it. Anytime books have old maps inside of it, it's usually someone would want them. Also, very it's from the 1800s. People definitely like that old kind of stuff. There's a lot of 14 Time Life books, American Indians. So a lot of the Time Life books, they're either hit or miss. This particular series we put aside. We always look up the series and make note whether they're valuable or not. In this case, Indian or Native American stuff is usually a pretty good seller. So there were 14 of these. Got 55 with shipping, not bad. This book was 360 Degrees of Wisdom. This book was selling on Amazon. So each copy sold for about 49 bucks plus the shipping. On Amazon, I listed it, I think, for $26, and they told me it was too high of a price, and they deactivated the listing. And I checked the comps on eBay, and they were much higher, so I just sold it on eBay. Spice World DVD factory sealed. Just had the Spice Girls. I mean, whatever. I know it's somewhat popular or it's old. It was a big thing. I remember it. So I looked it up, and sure enough. And I like to look up anything that's factory sealed as well. We got Antique Holy Bible here. These are definitely hit or miss. I think this one was it's from 1843. Probably listed it for 100 bucks and took an offer, or maybe 74. The Holy Bibles for me are just one of those things that they either sell for your price or they sit around and you just take an offer and move it. Birds of the Bible, this was another one that was listed at 99. At the time, there was no other listings, but then when I look back, someone sold 2 copies for about this price, so I took the offer. Matthew Pohl's commentary, always a good one. Babysitter Club book, again, those are good. Tales of Sherlock Holmes, stuff, those are always worth putting aside. You never know. This was not a first edition, but obviously someone wanted this edition. Illustrated classic books. These are also hit or miss. I used to collect these. I don't anymore. But I don't know. It's heavy to ship. Not what I want to be doing anymore. Disney Dopey Watch. I really did not know if this worked. It didn't have a battery in it. I just listed it as it needs a battery, and the person obviously was able to find a battery. This was originally listed for 100. Sat around for a good bit though. Robert Jordan books, always good to collect. I don't know if it's worth the work to collect them and put them aside, but if you do get a whole bunch of them, definitely look them up. They could be lotted. I think there might be either 12 or 15 books in this series, but these were just 11 random books. So yeah, Hardy Boys books, paperback. These are case file books. Those are always pretty good to look up. These a lot of five National Abrams field study books. These are always you look these up on Amazon and they usually sell for good money, but the covers don't match. Um, so we kind of looked it up on eBay. When we were looking it up on eBay, we sold that people lock them up and they sell for really good money. I mean, for five little books, I'm going to show you a picture of another lot that we sold so you can really see that. Vintage Encyclopedia Freemasonry. So Freemasonry stuff always sells really well. I mean, not all of it, obviously, but you know, anything from 1919, stuff like that. Stuff that's hard to get right now. Deadeye Press. These were like, I think, role playing books. Anytime we see like a bunch of books, like 15 of the same, we always put it aside and look it up because it could be a collection. DCDs are really cool. New York Noise, obviously, crazy price. Probably $79. And then we got the shipping on that. Yeah, this was, I think we did an Amazon face scan. So if you have the Amazon seller app, you could hit like, I think there's a little camera and then you place it over. Basically, if this was like a book, you would literally place it over this. Let me see if I can pull it up for you real quick. So there's like a little camera up there, if you could see. So then you just hit it, and then you'd basically like scan this book, and then let's see, yeah, and then it would pop up, shows you what it's selling for. So you'll see how we're using that as well. Stephen King books, we do put these aside to lot up. I don't know if we'll continue to do that. It's a lot of work to take the picture of those books. So here's the other lot of 9 National Auburn Society field guides. Again, like this is pretty good. You're getting like $10 per book, really. So that's probably the first thing we got here. So you can see this is kind of what they look like. Some of these have covers, some of them don't. When we take the pictures, it's always like kind of the front, the spine. You know, I want people to see here that like it's kind of dirty a little bit. Like I want them to see everything. Same with the spines here. Like, yeah, it's dirty or whatever, but people don't care. But I want them to see that. I don't want them to get it and be like, oh, they're dirty or whatever. Then we just kind of have an end shot like that. All right. So now these are the big winners. These are the stuff that sold for the most. And some of the stuff I'll break down. I think I have up here. All right. So we got a big 60 mixed lot of Star Trek novels. These sold really, really quick. Obviously, Star Trek's really popular. They're vintage. They're from the 80s and the 90s. People love those. Systematic theology, complete set. So anything theology, always worth looking up. I've never come across this before, but definitely great books to look up. This one was Great Magic. Any magic vintage books, always look up. You really can't find them a lot of places. So people are really into that. These sold probably within 30 days. Here's a conspiracy book that sold for probably $99 plus shipping. Again, oh, is this it? Yeah, see, this is a very small paperback book, kind of crazy. Again, like I take the cover, inside page, the dates, the spine, I really like to take pictures of, the front of it, and then the back, and then another picture of it like the other way. These books definitely, anything conspiracy theory, I don't know, seems to do really well. Charles Hamilton, American Autograph, Signers of Declaration. We put this aside, Declaration of Independence, stuff like that is definitely very popular. This is Brian Jacquez. Someone had these in a Gaylord. They're actually in a Budweiser beer box, and they're all his books. So we decided to look it up and see if maybe it was a series or something. And I think the helper said we were missing like 2 or 3 books, but still these sold, I think, within 48 hours. Um, so for $122 with the shipping, awesome. Library of the World's Best Mysteries. Let's see. Oh, so these are the Brian Jacques books. You can see these weren't even really in that great shape either. These were. Oh, we didn't get there yet. Hold on. Oops. All right, I'll just go back here. Sorry about that. First time doing one of these videos. Library of the Best Mystery Detectives. I do have a picture of that somewhere, I thought. Maybe not. International Collectors Library. These books are definitely, they're heavy to ship. People definitely, I can't actually click on them because I'm going to lose the screen. But I could definitely show you a picture another time of that. Again, here's another set of theology books, totally different. These Erdmans, I don't know if that's how you say it, but they do have a lot of books that are pretty popular. Here's the Man Myth Illustrated Encyclopedia. These books we came across. I remember anytime there's man or myth or magic, it's always worth looking up. This was an incomplete set. I think there's 24, but still got $100 plus 129 with shipping. Cole's funny book. I have no idea why we put this aside. Maybe it just looked interesting. Here's this. You would just see like these covers. It was just like, whoa, like what is this? Also, I think we found this first. So like whenever we see a number 2, we always assume there's another number 1. It looks like it was just kind of old, kind of sketching. Very cool looking books. Babysitter's Club. This was a bigger lot, 61 books. Hardy Boys vintage books. These are the older ones. Definitely a market for that. Here's another conspiracy book. This Michael Collins Piper, very popular. We have the Fear Street books by R.L. Stine. These are ones that we collected. You definitely have seen me. Oh, here's the mystery books. These were just very old. You could see kind of how we took pictures of those. Let's get rid of that. Oops. Oh, so here are the R.L. Stine books. These are kind of what they look like. Really cool looking. People love R.L. Stine. Just a very, very collectible author. He also has, obviously the Goosebump books that go for a lot. Easton Press, these were, I don't know if these were new, but they're in very good shape. Anything Easton Press, always worth looking up and putting aside. These books, Brendan Hill. So these were like big art books. The reason we put these aside is, again, we face scanned the book and saw that Amazon was selling it for a ridiculous amount of money. And we had 2 of them. So instead of just selling the one, because the other one wasn't valuable, we lotted them together to get a little more money. Need a House, Call a Mouse. This one sold. This is a crazy one. I'm going to show you guys all these in 1 second. The works of books are always good to collect. You'll see what they look like in a second. We've sold the works of this guy. We sold the works of Dickens. There's all sorts, just anything you could really think of. The Mysteries of the Unknown. This is always a great set as well. Again, like kind of conspiracy, UFO type of stuff always sells well. And this was the biggest sale of the month. Saberjet Ace by Charles Combs. This one sold for, I guess, $374 probably, plus $9.95 for shipping. And yeah, this, again, we used the Amazon seller app to scan it. This could have been listed on Amazon for more money, but I like to list those higher end books on eBay so I could take offers, show exactly what it looks like and the condition. So let's go through here. So this was the Need a House Called Miss Mouse. This book was not even really in good condition. It's a total kids book. We definitely found this with the Amazon seller app scanning. You could see just kind of these old illustrated books people just really like. So definitely very good sale there. Just crazy. A lot of people offered, I think, $75. And whenever someone offers like right away after you list it, maybe you should like kind of sit on it for at least a week or whatever, because someone's definitely going to come in with a little higher offer. And someone ended up paying full price, 150.21. I think it was international buyer. Here's the Mystery of the Unknown books. You could see how they look. Oops, I did not want to show that person's name, but that's all right. So yeah, those are kind of these books. And this is the Saber book. You can see it's not in great shape, but when I'm taking pictures of this stuff, I definitely want people to know exactly what it looks like. You can see like the spine is a little messed up there. But yeah, that is what has sold in October so far. Again, to wrap it up, we did $5,743. Here's the breakdown of the sales. I hope you guys found that valuable. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you guys found that helpful, let me know in the comments what you think. If there's anything I missed, or what was your best sale on eBay? I'd love to hear about it. And as always, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me. And I'll see you guys in the next video.